Welcome to my book review of Reimagining 1E4 by Nikos Ntirlis. Nikos Ntirlis is a correspondence player who just qualified for the World Championship final. Probably most people will know him from Twitter, where he started posting ideas in the opening and he got a great following. So Magnus Carlsen started to play his ideas. And then Anish Giri was incorporating his ideas in his chessable courses. Nakamura was mentioning one of his ideas in the Catalan on his streams and played it. Aronian got involved in naming some of his suggested variations, and he also dissected the new ideas of Hans Niemann and Vladimir Kramnik in their cooperation in the Italian. So let's have a look in this book. So in total it's 304 pages. 60% of the pages are dedicated to the Spanish and the Sicilian. And then the remaining 40% are on the Petrov, the Philidor, the French, the Caracan, the Scandinavian, the Pirc, the Eleka and the Elekine. Of course, 304 pages is a sizable book, but you can write many more books about such a vast subject. I want to highlight the kind of choices that he made. So let's go to two openings, the closed Spanish. And let's go just to the main line of chess, which is 11, Queen C7. So here you can see the moves. E4, right? E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop B5, A6. So if you would look in a chess database and you would just play the most common moves in the Ruy Lopez, these are the moves played. And then after Queen C7, the most played move is Knight B to D2. But he suggests in this book to play the second most popular move, which is D5. And that's inspired by engines who give a preference for the space advantage that white now obtains. And in his book, Nikos shows how to take advantage of this space advantage. So that's on the Spanish. So not a sideline, but you could say still a main line, but not the most popular main line. In the Najdorf, he suggests playing Bishop E3, which is one of the most popular moves, but then after E5 by black, Knight F3 instead of the more popular Knight B3. Knight B3 often leads to opposite side castling, and the question is who mates first. It's very tactical, and Knight F3 is more positional, where white plays for the control of the square D5. And just to show the main line with here again, right? So E4, C5, Knight F3, D6, D4, take, Knight F6, A6, Bishop E3, so this is the main choice, E5, and now not Knight B3, but Knight F3, Bishop E7, and then a Bishop C4, right? And then the question is, what is black going to do? Castle, and then white castles. On Lichess, the most played move now between 1500 and 2500 in rapid and classical is B5. This move is not even mentioned here because it's a gross blunder, because after Bishop D5, black would lose their rook on A8. So this shows in this book the moves that are covered are Bishop E6 and Knight C6. where knight c6 is, according to the author, the most challenging move. But let's say what could happen in a club player's game is not of interest for the author of this book. On Twitter, he had many ideas where he played the move h3 in different openings. For instance, in the French, e4, e6, d4, d5, and then e takes d5, e takes d5, so the exchange French. He suggested h3. So that didn't make it into this book, but he did have one opening where h3 was still played, which is the Scandinavian, where you can see after e4, d5, e takes d5, queen takes d5, he plays the move h3. And you can see after his Twitter post, he got a lot of support by Bacro and by Levi Rossman, who started playing this move. So h3 on the third move. So overall, if you are a stronger player, this is a goldmine of fresh ideas and novelties, and it is very inspiring to go through these ideas and test them out yourself in your games. So I can fully recommend it if you are a bit stronger player and you're interested in new ideas in the opening. Thank you for watching.